Hello everyone, welcome to my home. It is Sunday, April 19th, and I think I've been at home for almost 4 weeks, probably a little over 4 weeks now. Since school's closed down, I've been home, working from home. So that's been interesting, and I'm the type of person that doesn't mind being home. It hasn't bothered me too much yet, and I have diabetes, so I am one of the people that needs to stay home right now. So I try to stay home at all times. If we have to go to the store or something, my husband Don goes. He's healthy, never had anything wrong with him. So he's been going to the store, making trips for our essential stuff. But I hope you all are doing well. I hope that as a cross-stitcher, if you're watching this as a cross-stitcher, that your craft and what you do in cross-stitching has kept you less bored, less lonely, maybe not less lonely, but at least less bored. I hope that you are connecting with your friends, whether by phone or video or Zoom meetings. Don't be afraid of those platforms that we have to where we can connect. I always think about how it might be if we didn't have all the social media, how it would be. It would be much worse, and it would be much lonelier, and like even with no TV or anything. I mean, can you really imagine? So I try to be grateful every day that I have so many things to keep me busy or to keep my mind from thinking on what's going on in the world right now. So I'm very grateful that we have all that we have, and that we can get away and do something. We watch TV, we can watch YouTube videos, we can stitch, we can go outside and garden, we can go outside for a walk. Right now here in Jacksonville area, we can actually go and walk on the beach. You can't hang out, and you can't sunbathe and get a chair and everything, but you can at least get out and walk. So, and we just got news yesterday that our schools will be closed the rest of the year. So, this will be interesting times. I mean, I'm enjoying it while I'm less busy now, because next year it's going to be crazy busy for me, because just because the kids didn't have to test for state testing this year and that all got canceled doesn't mean they're not going to test. They still have to test to graduate. It's just the seniors, the few that still needed to pass, got waived. So all those 10th graders that were supposed to be taking ELA testing or algebra testing for 9th graders, they still have to take that test. And it's going to be double work for me on retake windows when those are open for testing. So it'll be crazy next year, but I'm just thankful I'm getting paid. I don't care that it's going to be extra work next year, because that's who I am. And what I will do, I will put all in to get what needs to be done, because they're taking care of me right now. So I kind of look at it that way. My husband's still without a job. He's still looking for a job. Just take every day one day at a time. So I hope you all are doing well. I'm going to show you a little stitching. I don't think my video will be very long, but I have something very exciting to tell you at the end of the video. So don't miss the end of the video. I have something to show you. So here's some things I've been working on. So in case you're wondering what's going on here and what this video is about, it's all about cross-stitching. I started cross-stitching over 30 years ago in college. Some friends of mine were stitching, and they kind of got me on that bandwagon, and I stitched for a while, and then I didn't stitch very much when I was raising my girls, and I just kind of started stitching a lot, probably in the last 5 or 6 years. And then I discovered Flosstubes and YouTubes, and seeing how many people are stitching, it's very exciting to see how many stitch. So, I also have a dry cough, I know, but I have allergies, and it's not constant. So here's one thing I'm working on right now. I think I'm almost done with it, but I'm working on Seeking Refuge by the Scarlet house. And I did change some colors. I'm using some Victoria model colors. Let me take my clips off and show you how far I am. I started from the bottom. Sorry, it's really wrinkly because I work in hand, so you can't hardly see the words there. Let me straighten it out a little for you. Oops. Let me hook my needle before I lose it. So the one reason I decided to do this is based on what it says. So it says, when the world seems to be out of control, I find a way to nurture my soul, seeking refuge with needle and thread. The angst and anxiety no longer I dread. So isn't that perfect for right now? But I did, this is 36 count, the model and they stitched it, calls for 40 count. But I chose to do 36 count. This is on doubloon. And the bottom is not black. That's why it looks gray. It's like a charcoal. And I'll show you that color in a minute. The only other color I changed is the red in the house, which is a cranberry color by Victoria Model. So let me show you those colors. In case you want to use these. This is what I used for like the grout in between the bricks, rusted tin roof. Here's the charcoal color I used. Charcoal. Then this is Christmas Burgundy, is the brick that I used. I think those are the only two colors so far I've used. I'm going to use like a blue spruce for the trees that I haven't gotten to yet. I'll show you that color. Northern blue spruce. Whoops. You don't need the green on there. Northern blue spruce. Oh my gosh, don't even look at my nails. I don't want to hear about my nails. I haven't been able to get my nails done for like 6 weeks. So they are all gone, and I'm just trying to make my nails that I do have healthy. So that's Seeking Refuge. That's by the Scarlet house that I'm working on. And I can't wait to get that done. I'm almost done with that one. I've also been working on my modern folk art. This one. Modern folk art. It's the Sal. I'm actually on part 3. Yeah, that's what I'm on. Wait, no, 4. I just finished part 4, so the whole top is done. The whole top I've gotten done. Of course, I went and completed the middle diamond in the middle because I just wanted to reference where I'm at. So there's the middle diamond I did. There's the part 4. It was all the way in. Here's the front. I'm using sulky threads, 3 kinds of orange and rust, and then the teal green. It's more green than blue. That's what I'm using. I really like doing that, and I really do like the sulky threads and using 1 thread. So on those 2 that I've just done, I've used 1 thread, and so I really like that. I've continued to work on this from my friend Susan Greening Davis. I'm stitching this for her. It's a bag, actually. I don't know if you can tell that, but it's a bag. And look what I did. So look, all the instructions are in French. And I type really fast, so I retyped them all, and I typed them in English, so I would know what it was saying, because I just got tired of trying to remember what it said. So that was worth my 30 minutes to do that. But here's where I'm at on this. So what you do, and I showed you this before. So one side of the bag is this, which I've shown you before, and the other side is down here, upside down. So really, I work on it this way, because when you put the bag together, you just fold it up and you do the sides somehow, and then here's your bottom. That's why there's so much space between the two. That's the bottom of your bag. So I actually had to do a running stitch because I wanted to make sure I was lining this one up where it was supposed to be in reference to this one. So this one's been fun to do. I'm almost done with it too. I just had to put there's lots of embellishments and ribbons you tack onto it. So here's the ribbons and things for it. I don't know if I've shown you those before. Here's the ribbons, and there's little charms there and buttons in the bottom that will go on it. And then they give you the fabric for the loops of the bag. So I'm working on that one. I hope to finish that this week. That's my goal on that one. I worked a lot on this. This is my Fragments in Time for 2018. I don't know if I've shown you every square of it by picture, but here's number 1. Here's number 2. Here's number 3. I think they're in order. Here's number 4. Haven't done that one yet. Number 5. I've done that one. Number 6. Don't think I've done that one yet. Number 7 I've done. And number 8 I haven't done yet. Okay. So here's what I've done. And I'm doing them all on one, and Beth will send you, this is with Summer House Stitches, she will send you the border so you can download it and do the border. So here it is, what I've gotten done since I talked to you last. Again, wrinkly. So I've gotten that square done, and that one, and one not done, and then 2 more done, and I have 2 more to go. And that one that's not done is totally wrong, and I can't stand it because it's off. And so I went on, because I'm going to pull that out and fix that. But I wanted to go on, and I didn't want to be down about it and put it away and never get back to it. So I just moved on. So I suggest that if you get mad at yourself because you've done something and you just want to put it in timeout, and you think it's going to maybe be in timeout for a year or so, just move on. Go to something different and know that you'll come back to that and fix it. That's what I do. So those are my whips. That's what I'm working on right now. I am working on, I haven't been, but I'm going to go back to my crosswords with Long Dog Sampler. And I'm almost done with that, and I'm hoping to have that done by the time I see you next. So I know I've shown you some of the Be Still and Stitch free charts that I've done. I've done a few more since then. I've done the drawn thread one, which I liked, and I was really excited to get to this one because it has specialty stitches in it. So I loved doing those bees and those flowers and just different things, and I did put the COVID-19 on there in the year. I just love these colors. So I finished that one. I can't remember if I've shown you this one, so forgive me if I have. So this one was Beth Twist's Heartstring Samplery. I love that one. I love these. I can't wait to totally finish them. Then I did Summer House Stitches. I did hers. Be Well. I use a lot of my own colors on this. Do not panic. Be well and do not panic. Pray. Have hope. I love that one. And that's all that I've finished, I believe. Yes, that's all I finished. I've been working on big things to try to get them done, so I didn't get as many finishes as you're used to seeing me do. So here's my exciting news. I can't remember if I've told you all this before, because I've told people on Zoom and friends of mine that I designed my first cross stitch pattern, and I'm really excited. I've been thinking of this design for like 6 months. So I finally bought PC Stitcher, and I kind of just jumped in, not knowing what I was doing with the program. After I did that, I learned other things, but that's how I am with programs. So don't ever be afraid of programs. You just have to jump in and just start playing with it and don't worry about things. So that's what I did. And when I've had questions, I did go watch one YouTube video on something that I was like, there's got to be a way to do this that's easier. And there was. So I did that, and I learned how to do that. I just made the chart. I just printed everything. I made the cover page for my pattern. Everything's PDF, and that's how I'm going to sell for now. In my Etsy shop that I just opened today, it has one item in it, and it's this item. And let me show you, I'm going to show you the paper, the cover page, and then I'll show you my model that I stitched. Dun, 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 dun. Here it is. In the morning. In the morning, when I rise, give me Jesus. Now, I can't imagine this, why you wouldn't want Jesus in the morning, but I know some of you don't. So look, here's what I have for you. You can change Jesus to coffee, and I have it charted on here. So when you get the PDF, you can have the chart that says, in the morning, when I rise, give me coffee. Preferably in the morning when I rise, I want both Jesus and coffee. Can't start my mornings without either. So here is my model stitch. I love it. You may not love it. It's bright colors, but I'm bright colors. And there's some things I'm going to do that won't be bright colors, and I have an idea for my next one I'm doing. Actually, my daughter drew the outline. I told her what I wanted. She drew it for me. She gave me 2 versions. So we'll see if I combine them or make 2, but I can't wait to do it. So her name will be on the next one because she designed it after I told her what I wanted. But here's this one. Fully finished. In the morning when I rise, give me Jesus. Oh my gosh, and all the the ribbon I put on there. Thanks to Kathy Haberman and her, have you watched her recent one where she shows you how to do that? That's how I learned to do that. And my ribbon was ruffly on both edges, so that was really fun to do. Here's my back with my fabric label. Neely's Needle Nest. Can you read it? It's kind of fun. Oh, there. Handmade by Melissa. So it has the foam board right here in the middle, mat board on the back, and mat board on this with puffy. So I made it puffy. And I love putting the foam board in between for when you do this ribbon and you push the pins in. It really holds them good. I am so happy. I hope the thumbnail picks this one up, right? Wouldn't that be fun? I have to hold it here for a minute, maybe to pick it up. So go visit my Etsy shop. It's Neely's Needle Nest. And just so you know, and I try to tell people this, when you go on Etsy shop and you're looking for a shop, it's kind of a pain sometimes to find the shop because you have to have the exact name as it is to find it. So when you type Neely's Needle Nest, it's all the N's are capital, just like this. And they're all one word, no apostrophes, no nothing. Neely's Needle Nest is my Etsy shop. So you'll find that chart there. It's PDF, and I hope you go look for it. So I want to share something with you before I log off. And I know you've heard a lot about what you should be doing and how you should be acting or maybe dealing with what's going on right now in the world. And I know you probably heard this, but lay your fears and worries to rest in Him, in God. In the morning when you wake up, just be determined that you're going to lay it at His feet and he's going to be in control that day, as he is whether we declare it or not. He's still in control. Whether you believe it or not, he's still in control. So just when he's knocking on your door and you're afraid, don't be afraid. Lay your worries with him and let him fight for you. Let him fight for you. As you draw close and you say this slowly, do not fret or worry. It's wonderful what happens when Christ displaces worry at the center of your life. Let's see. So I just wanted to share that with you because I have to all the time. It's not me, you know, I don't always have it together, or I'm not always like, oh, I'm not going to worry about this, God's got this, because I do worry. We all worry. It's in our nature to worry. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with worrying. There's nothing wrong with fretting. I think there is a point to where it can be destructive, but sometimes that's how God brings us back to him, and for us to rely on him. So I hope you enjoyed what I showed you. I hope you enjoy this cross stitch, this pattern that I made, and that you'll go visit my shop and look at that. And I will see you soon. Bye.